in this video, I want to briefly look at a condition with you called GERD, or gastroesophageal reflux disease. Often when we experience mild indigestion, we take antacid tablets, or they're also known as proton pump inhibitors, which can affect the rest of the body. And they can also affect the lower esophageal sphincter, which sits down at the bottom of the esophagus. And this is an involuntary muscle. So the more these symptoms persist, the weaker this involuntary muscle becomes. And we cannot control this muscle. So what we have to look at doing, it can be surgery if we need some intervention to fix that muscle. The other thing we can do is look at diaphragmatic breathing, so deep belly breathing, to assist us with strengthening the diaphragm that sits around these muscles, and they can help relieve the symptoms of acid indigestion. So what we're going to do is just lie on our backs. If you are taking any tension in the neck, you can use a sweat towel. And we're going to focus on that deep diaphragmatic breathing. Often, if we have tension somewhere in the body, whether it be a pulled muscle or any tension in any of the muscles, this can also inhibit deep breathing, because the focus is obviously on that area, and then we'll breathe into that area, and the focus will not be on that deep diaphragmatic breathing. So massage or the use of the foam roller or some of the reflex balls, those kind of tools can be helpful in releasing tension in those areas, so the focus can come back to the diaphragm. Let's lie on our backs. Use a sweat towel if you need to, just to support the head. And then bring one hand onto the belly button and one hand onto the chest. And just focus on some deep breathing through the nose, so we get nice and deep into the belly. Try and focus on breathing in for 4 counts and breathing out for 4 counts. Let's do one more. Try let the shoulders relax into the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock yourself into a seated position. The other thing we can do is focus on breathing into the hands and knees. Then we can get a little bit more movement into that lower back. And often it will release those muscles in the lower back. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees apart. Let's take a nice deep breath in and arch. Dropping the belly button down, you should feel a nice stretch across the abdominal area. Breathe out. Tuck from the tailbone, round the spine, and breathe out. Again, nice deep breath in. Open up from the tailbone and breathe out, round the spine. Let's do another 2. And breathe out. And another 1. On the out breath, I want you to hold it in the rounded position. Lift your knees. Stay on the front of the feet if you can. If you are taking any tension or cramping in the feet or anywhere in the legs, curl the toes under and lift up off the mat. Otherwise, extend the feet and lift up off the knees. Bounce. Release. Again, a nice deep breath in. And breathe out, tucking around, lift, another 2, and round, tuck and breathe out, and bounce. And bounce. Still breathing out and release. Come into a seated position. So those are some ways we can really focus on getting nice, deep diaphragmatic breaths in. And lifting up off the knees will only challenge your body a little bit more and really focus on that out breath. So focus on lifting and tucking and still breathing out. But as soon as you feel that you cannot release any more air, then there's almost like a reflex that's going to want to kick in. So drop the knees and focus on a nice deep diaphragmatic breath in. So listen to the body and try and increase the length that you breathe in and out for, and really focus on that out breath to really expel all the air. That's when you'll feel that those abdominal muscles and those core muscles really contracting.